A very good morning to you and welcome to the news update on Souqnews Television. I am Omevi Idolor. Following the conclusion of its nationwide protest on Tuesday, members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities are set to hold congresses to decide their next line of action, according to reports. This comes as the federal government meets today to address long-standing agitations over implementation of the renegotiated 2009 federal government ASUU agreement, which triggered nationwide protests across universities on Tuesday. Earlier this year, the President Bola Tinubu administration released 50 billion naira to settle earned academic allowances owed to university lecturers and staff. However, ASUU has consistently demanded clear commitments on improved salaries, conditions of service university funding, autonomy, and review of laws governing the National Universities Commission and the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board. The federal government has begun talks with major global insurers, including Lloyd's of London and the International Chamber of Shipping, to prove Nigeria's waters are secure and push for the removal of war risk insurance surcharges on vessels. Marine and Blue Economy Minister Adegboyega Oyetola said the move aims to end the $1.5 billion paid by Nigerian importers over the past 3 years, despite zero piracy incidents in 4 years. He noted that the Deep Blue project, backed by NIMASA and the Navy, integrates air, land, and sea assets for real-time surveillance, significantly boosting maritime security. Oyetola added that the government efforts include regular data sharing with international underwriters, deeper regional security collaborations, and developing local insurance capacity. The Nigeria Shippers Council and maritime stakeholders also backed the push, stressing that the war risk surcharge hurts competitiveness, investor confidence, and consumer prices. They called for a data-driven reassessment of Nigeria's risk status to reflect improved security in the Gulf of Guinea. The Central Bank of Nigeria has directed banks, fintechs, and payment operators to install GPS tracking on all POS terminals within 60 days, warning that non-compliant devices will be barred from processor payments. In a circular dated August 25, the Apex Bank said all terminals must have a native geolocation with double frequency GPS and be registered with a PTSA using accurate merchant coordinates. Transactions outside a 10-meter radius of the registered location will be automatically flagged. The directive also requires all payment companies to adopt the ISO 20022 Global Messaging Standard by October 31st, 2025, with compliance checks beginning October 20. Terminals must run on Android 10 or higher to integrate with the National Central Switch for real-time geofencing. The CBN said the move aims to curb rising POS-related fraud and security risks while improving payment data quality and efficiency. 10 companies listed on the Nigeria Exchange remitted 392.7 billion naira in income taxes to the federal government in the first half of 2025, a 16.1% increase from 338.3 billion naira in the same period of 2024. The firms include Dangote Cement, Nestle Nigeria, Lafarge Africa, BUS Cement, International Breweries, Julius Berger, Nascon Allied Industries, UAC of Nigeria, Cadbury Nigeria, and Dangote Sugar Refinery. Dangote Cement led with 209.6 billion naira, up 103% from first half of 2024. Lafarge Africa paid 62.1 billion naira, up 288%, while BUS Cement 33.9 billion naira marked a 477% surge. In contrast, Nestle dropped 50% to 37.8 billion naira. International Breweries fell 53% to 20.2 billion naira, and Dangote Sugar plunged 96.8% to 2.2 billion naira. Other companies showed mixed performances, with NASCON up 222%, while Julius Berger, UACN, and international breweries recorded declines. Analysts attributed the overrise largely to inflation and naira devaluation. Charles Sani, CEO of Kari Treasurers, said higher production costs and the new tax rate drove revenue upward. He emphasized manufacturers' central role in Nigeria's economy and advocated for stronger infrastructure and import substitution policies to boost local production and tax revenue. All right, moving up to the next story. U.S. President Donald Trump's new tariff hike on India imports took effect Wednesday, raising duties to as much as 50% on products including garments, gems, footwear, and chemicals. The move adds an extra 25% levy linked to India's continued purchases of Russian oil on top of an early 25% tariff. Analysts warned the measure could hit thousands of small exporters and jobs in India while straining relations between the two democracies. New Delhi hopes Washington will reconsider, but 5 previous rounds of talks failed to secure a deal. The rupee has been sliding and markets reacted negatively ahead of the announcement. Many thanks for watching. You do well to follow us on all our social media platforms at Souqnews Television. I am Omivi Idolo. Coming up shortly is Souq Business Landscape. Stay with us.